Alright, and you all should be back from the ad now, and I'm back from my quick bio break, so let's get into this, shall we? So, Genopanic is a game I played the demo for 3 Next Fests ago at this point, and this is one of the ones I was disappointed when the demo ended because I wanted more of it. So obviously I was going to pick it up the second it came out. It's already had one patch to fix some pathing issues from what I saw in the patch notes, so that's a good sign, relatively. As you can see, I already tested it to make sure everything behaves itself. We'll just get rid of that. And just get down to business. Lots of computer things. Personal electronic system. Space dog. Get used to seeing him. Hello, my name is Lake. I am your virtual assistant. And you are just an iron box with a learning neural network. So I will have to help you. Your task is to pick up and deliver the special cargo. Details: GMOs, illegally developed experimental genetically modified organisms, at the Simbursk station. The space station Simbursk is located under the surface of the inhabited planetoid. Tries to be activity, collection, and analysis of living organisms of rare and unique GMO species. Stay on Simbursk is temporarily limited. The station has declared a quarantine. Target: pick up GMOs for transportation to the government ship Soyuz 1. Destination: planetoid Tries B. Astroport Karatau. Faster than light, safer than gravity. Karatau is translated as Black Mountain, the astroport designed for receiving, sending, and servicing space transportation. And there's our little ship. Do let me know if the volume is good. It should be fine, but I did not have time to fully test that. And it looks okay on the sliders, but if anything is too loud, just yell at me. And this is us, complete with a fantastic running animation where we do the splits as we go, because, you know, who doesn't? It's time to work, Tin Can. Your first task is to reach the station Simbursk. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue popping up. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with it, but I can't guarantee all of it will be read. Especially once things start getting out of hand. But I figure may as well read it while it's there because it's fun. Things that do their own talking, whether it's talking or not, I may let do their talking, like that robot there. Press select to open the map. As you can see, we actually get a pretty decent map. Like, look at all of these save spots down here. Be afraid of this concept. Be afraid of the amount of save spots. There's a reason for that. Gravity lift doesn't seem to be working. It's a gravity lift control system. Hack it. Move the pointer in the ports for output. Hacking time is limited. Basically, just go from the point you start at to the end point that you can get to, and that's how you hack. The timer is not particularly generous, but on this one it's very easy. Hacker man, away. I'm really hoping that's just weird glass and we weren't just rippling that whole time. Also, we, once again, doing the splits in order to crouch. We just kind of flatten. Wait, I needed that. Come back. I guess it wasn't quite at the station yet. That's fine. But yeah, we're probably only gonna play this for like an hour or two today. I just wanted to make sure at least get this started where I could. As to when it'll get more significant play, it'll probably be like Saturday. We'll be at the station soon. Because we've got, yeah, we basically have the whole week full as usual. Genopanic. Genopanic is a private research company. Main activity, collection and analysis of living organisms on the planetoid. Welcome to the actual station itself now, where a lot is gonna happen. Hey, we could move around that whole time, by the way. I don't need no seatbelt. You can't stop me. You can't find me. See, I'm invisible. I blend in with the chairs. Here we are. Now run to the vivarium. This is the room for keeping GMO. Bunch of pictures. Things people may know. And then everything broke again. No. Like, open the maintenance hatch as the hatch randomly collapses around us because reasons. Dead body. I will finally get out of here. Remains to restore the power. Good luck, losers. Didn't work out for him very well, did it? Got zapped restoring the power. Huh. Okay. And done. I didn't know you had engineering talent. Look at you go, pulling 3 switches by skipping one of them. Oh yeah, now we can use this to get rid of the ladder. Not that we really need to, but you know. Might as well put it away. I hope we didn't need that elevator for anything. Here we need the keycard. Of course we need a goddamn keycard. Why wouldn't we need a keycard? Everything needs keycards. You might notice we're unarmed, by the way. Keep that in mind, because that's going to be important. Request special cargo. Error 404, not found. Yep, great, thanks. Appreciate that. We got to the vivarium. Yay. Looks like our special cargo escaped. It was this bunny thing here. Error, the storage chambers have depressurized. Status, experimental samples scattered throughout the station. Mission, find GMOs and bring them back to the vivarium as soon as possible. From Volga. Okay. I guess we've got our job to do. Because we're supposed to be shipping out those GMOs, and we can't do that if we don't have them. Keycard get. It's the keycard for the hyperlift. And if you're wondering, yes, this is as fast as I can go. Look, this is one of them. Yeah, he's up there. Look at him go! Little blue rabbit thing. Rabbit slime. And away! I'm sure he's fine. He looks like he's built to take impacts like that, right? I'm sure that won't be a splatter we find down there or anything after that rabbit. The warehouse of the space station Simbersk is designed to store samples and valuable cargo. Catball. Robo-Catball. Robo-Catball doesn't like me. I think we're not welcome here. Do you wonder? I have 2 news for you, good and bad. The bad news, there was an emergency at the station and a quarantine was declared at the warehouse. Good news is you don't have to work today. Aha! I'm down for good news like that. Who doesn't like a free day off, you know? Okay. Making sure it was capturing correctly. Save point. It's a save cubicle. And that's why we needed a save point. Because that will kill you. I've died to it before. I hope there was no one in the lift. Also, pay attention to his animations. He's got some great animations. But yeah, this this whole ground here would fall out from under you as you try to run across this, so you'd never make it past that elevator before it hit. And you'd just be crushed and dead instantly. I actually was intending to have it happen, but I was too slow. Oh, this seems great. Red or blue wire? Wrong wire. That means red one. I'm glad you learned. Good luck. If anyone finds my plasma cutter, please let me know. I can cut almost everything, and I needed to cut my pizza into 8 equal pieces. Damn it, Ivan. I feel like a plasma cutter is useful for more than just cutting pizza. But pizza is important. Hello, random hole in the floor. As you might imagine, green goo, not good for you. Get out of here, cat ball. Nobody likes your story. Let's see. Going up. I'm just gonna be zooming through this because this was all in the demo and I also redid it recently. Things will get more interesting in a little bit. But right now, we're just running through the motions to get to where we need to be. Look, we have to platform. Danger. Suspense. I could die at any moment. Like there, where I almost fell to my death because I was being a smartass. Block pushing. Puzzles. Knowledge. Excitement. Complications. How did I ever figure this out? Why is everything coming apart here? I don't know. This place is kind of a dump. Makes you wonder how long this place has been abandoned for, really. And why we didn't know about any of this on our way here. Oh, guess I'm down here now and I should climb up. I want this. Come with me, you cute friend. You have a purpose. It's called going over there. Also, take note of the fact that there's faces on that block. Like, it actually reacts when you throw it and it gets upset. It's little things, as usual. Just little touches. The loaders are behaving strangely. They hid in the engine room and then terrible sounds began to be heard from there. I don't know what happened and I'm not going to check. Good choice, Shaggy. Good choice. Send Scooby instead. Just break through all of that. There might have been something up there, but we can't get to it right now, I guess. You know, this place really is a dump. Elevator's randomly crapping out on me. It'd be a hell of a thing if that elevator just suddenly kicked back on and slammed down on me when I jumped down there. That would have been very unfortunate. Puzzle solving master. Look at all these save points that are dotted all around here. Well, that was a strange noise. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. This is some kind of nightmare. I wander alone through dark corridors. The sooner I find the animal catcher and get the escape GMOs, the sooner I get out of here. Well, good news, you're out of here. Mostly out of this life, but you know. At least you're not here anymore. Yeah, shortcut. Yep. Sure, I believe that. Also got a bridge to sell you. It's over that shortcut hole, as it turns out. Remember that area I pointed out that had all the save points? That's where we are right now. There it is. We need a catcher to catch it. Yeah, he's just hanging out right there. He's just chilling. He's not really trying very hard to get away. But I think he's also stuck. Oh, that looks unfortunate. Yep, don't worry, I'm getting out of here. Good luck with that. What was that? Well, I'll explain it to you in these terms, robot. Man got eaten by zombie. Man failed to stab zombie with knife. It, you know, circle of life. Now, there's great news about this, though. The great news is, as soon as we get over here... I need to move this block first. The station is under quarantine. Leave the room immediately. Yeah, I'm working on it. If you helped, I'd leave sooner, you know. Yeah, the good news is, man's dead. That means we get his knife. This is a plasma cutter. Don't cut yourself. It's fine, I'll cut everything else. It's a hell of a knife, really. And now we can break through the green stuff and we can actually get around. Including doing a little parkour like this. Which is currently completely pointless, but, you know, proves that you can do things like that. Which is always nice. And we get more loot. The animal catcher. It's an animal catcher. Let's catch GMOs. If we cycle to it, it shoots an orb. Pokeball go. Press L1 to change the weapon. Well, this elevator went far, didn't it? Good thing we didn't need that for anything. And now that we have the knife and the animal catcher, we can go over here, break through this, and go catch the stupid thing we've been chasing the whole time. Ta-da! You've got Chungus! Hooray! Because of course it's called Chungus, why wouldn't it be? He's just not very big. Shortcut still doesn't look very safe, so let's go this way. I'm sure this will be fine. There was a dangerous incident in the laboratory. The acid flooded almost all the premises. Don't forget to take the jetpack when you go there. Jetpack, you say? I don't know what made that noise. There's a cat stuck in a tree. Did you hear that? Something is here. Yeah, it's a cat. It's in the tree. We saw it. Do you not see what we see? I guess we can't catch it. Oh well. Finally, I'm safe here. So about that. Seems very safe. Everything's great. Safest they've ever been. These are the loaders we heard about. You good there, buddy? You good? Well, he's good now. They're not really attacking me. I don't know if I really need to be chopping them. But at the same time, we saw what happened. Well, we didn't even really see what happened to the other person. Maybe they just had a heart attack and we're blaming these things. This could all just be a mistake. This all could be just a great misunderstanding. He needed help, so, you know, I made sure to help him out with that. I don't even really need to do anything with this one, but, you know, mercy killing. There you go. Yesterday I burnt my favorite suit while testing plasma gun. Don't tell Vlados about it. Tomorrow it'll be his turn to test the weapon. I want to see his reaction. I hope he has a spare suit. Oh, you were hitting me while I was reading that. Rude. I lost almost all my health while I was reading things. Unfortunate. That seems weird. That seems very weird. I think he was, like, stuck to a cable or something. was kind of hoping he would drop health. Turns out, not so much. But, you know, had to try. Danger. In lots of different languages. Oh, whatever that was there and then wasn't. Okay. Parker was repairing one of the cables, fell and hung on it. Send someone urgently to help him down. I'll be here and... Well... Parker's not hanging by a cable anymore. I'm gonna guess this was the cable, and, whatever's splashing in there is what made him not there anymore. Anyway, I'm sure that's fine. I don't like that all is closed. Well, hello there. I don't like this. Don't even try to go further. Well, joke's on you, I'm going further. She underestimates us. Let's get out. Time to hack some more. It's really not very hard to do these because you might think you might get confused about your pathing, but you can't go the other ways. It won't let you take wrong turns, so you just win as long as you keep moving. We can't be stopped so easily. Holes everywhere. Oh, you know, I'm glad I fell down in that hole, though. Aha! You think a turret's gonna stop me? The holes will, though. God damn. That seems fine. The first experiments with black liquid are encouraging. Test subjects demonstrate amazing abilities. Perhaps the next report will end up in the history books. Well, it probably will, just maybe not the way you think. It'll go down in history as the biggest disaster of its kind, I'm sure. Get out of here, you mutant Diglett. Oop, almost fell in the goo. You don't want to fall in the goo. Pull that out. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Oh god, I went too early. Damn it. Damn robot pea shooters. Yeah, I know there's zombies around, guys, but you don't need to go full Plants vs. Zombies with your robots. Oh yeah, I guess this would be the way to go back if I ever need to. Except I can't fit, so I didn't really think this through, but it's fine. Whee! I don't know if I needed that for anything. It doesn't look like I did, because it wouldn't be able to make it onto that platform. Meow. Did you see that? Look at this. Look at what? The cat already left. There's really nothing to look at there. I don't know what I want this for, but I'm gonna bring it down anyway. Boop. It might be important. You never know. Okay. So the platform never makes it over here. Is it not for this? Let's not. No, I think I need to push it in there in order to be able to get across. I say as I immediately jump too early. So it all was for nothing anyway. Yeah, the one downside though is you're gonna have to be ready for those flashes of white when I die. It's only a singular flash, so it shouldn't be too bad, but just keep your eyes ready for that kind of thing. I don't think this game does flashing lights too badly. I didn't see any warnings about it, and I don't remember anything too bad as far as that goes from the demo. But just be ready for that kind of thing. If you have an issue with that, I will give a warning if I see something, but I can't always guarantee I'll see everything in time. Someone please fix this robot. It mistook our employee for cargo not for the first time and sent him on early leave in a container. You know. Oh. You know, I think it might be this machine right here. Hi, robot. How you doing? You gonna try to kill me? You sure are. Oh, I see. Boss fight. I was wondering if there was gonna be a more complicated attack anywhere in here. Turns out, yes, he tries to laser eye you to death. There we go. I took one hit from him just because I kind of stood there. Good. Can we sell it for scrap? You know, you have the right idea there, little buddy. That blew up faster than I expected. Well, that didn't work. I guess we'll have to come back to that idea in a minute. His slashing that definitely was not... There we go. Okay. This seems dangerous, but I'm doing it anyway. Wish I realized that was the one that was gonna be lifted. I have a plan. Aha! Otherwise I would have to have gone back. Oh, this seems... No? I really thought this was gonna break out from under me. Well, what do you know? Sometimes things are safer than they look, I guess. I really should have expected that, now that I think about it. More weaponry? Yeah. This is a plasma gun. Let's find a target. Okay, it's got an energy meter, so I can't just shoot wildly as much as I want. Good to know. I really thought I wasn't making that. I bet if you were fast enough, this crate would land on your head and kill you. The rate this is going, that feels like exactly what would happen. Ta-da! That's gonna go right into the goo, isn't it? Yep, sure is. Okay. That's as high as you go, huh? Alright, I think we know what we need to do. As unfortunate as it may be. Okay, I made it. I was concerned. Sir, if you could not... There we go. God damn it. Some of these holes go really deep, huh? That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so the blaster seems to do slightly less damage than the sword, but not by a huge margin. I dislike that you're hanging out there, especially since you survived a hit that time. Still can't move those bigger blocks yet. Did not mean to fall down here, but I guess I live here now. Okay. really figured I could just like push up through the ground there. I tried to break it enough. Turns out, no. Just in case. These have caution signs on them, so I assumed I could push through them. Oh, I see. Gotta throw the block through each one. Because he's protected from electricity. We aren't. As he gets just so upset about us chucking him around. Thank you, block buddy. I leave you behind now, never to be seen again. There we go. Another one down. I did not intend to step off of there, but, you know, we ended up there. Just a little bit of float to the controls now and then. So if you're not paying attention, you might float yourself to your demise. I was adjusting the wire and it got a little mad at me. Yeah, 3 sword swings kills them and 3 blaster shots kills them, so I feel like they do roughly equivalent damage. Plus or minus whatever overkill there is on that 3rd hit. Though the moving ones seem to take less hits. No, never mind, that one took 3. Maybe it's that 2nd attack in the combo that does extra damage or something. There's definitely a variable at play here. I just don't know what it is yet. I want whatever he's got. Even if it's just a note, I want it. Give me information. I've attached my coordinates to this message. According to my calculations, the rescue team will be here in a few days. They will definitely save me, won't they? Well, we found your corpse. Not that we're a rescue team at all either, but you know. There's that at least. Yeah, I figured I wasn't having to go all the way up. Because you saw the things in the vents here. Use dash. Well, I would if I had it. Recruitment for dash pack testers is open. Forget about slow walking on 2 legs and get into the most secret and hard to reach corners of the space station. I'm down for this. Say less about what I need to do and tell me where I need to be. Floor, please. Huh, okay. Ceiling breaks there. Good, good. I've reinvented the jetpack. It uses blue plasma as fuel and allows you to glide over dangers. Invented by Fett. What do you know? Hit. Hit. Nope, I vaporized those plants. You are not good at taking care of flowers. Yeah, you know. I never said it was a green thumb. More gray. Da-da-da-da. It's a jetpack. Let's fly to the labs. Okay, so it's not really an upward force jetpack. It's more of a slow fall jetpack. There we go. Oh, that's why the shortcut's there. Yeah, the demo, I believe, ended by this point. I think we didn't get the jetpack in the demo. But I think it was... I don't remember where the demo ended, actually. I want to say it was right after you got the rabbit. So I remember having to fight through all the dead things. It may also have been a different area. So look at his little dance there. Chungus is a liquid glowing hair. Fast and curious, but not fast enough if you caught him. That's a typo there, but it's okay. There's all the notes we've already read. The cutter blade glows in the dark, making it not only efficient, but also stylish. Shoot capsule, get thing. Destroy enemies without getting close to them. An ideal weapon for introverts. You have to descend from heaven to earth once fuel runs out. Yep, that all checks out. Yeah, I actually want to go... There's an item over there. Why don't I have that? Wait, no, we haven't gotten over there yet at all. Right. And I don't know where the labs are, so the labs could be this way, could be down. Either one at current looks viable. We'll just have to find out. I feel like I'm wasting my time by going back over here at the moment, but curiosity dictates. It would also help if I went the right way, though. For my own sanity, I probably should have turned on a timer so I knew how long I was on this game for, but I think we stopped it close to the landslide. It's good, we mustn't go this way again. Okay, so I was going the right way. There was a dangerous incident. Yeah, we already knew about that because I jumped down here early, I guess. Okay, I think we stopped Dead Island at around the 440 something mark, so we've not even been going an hour in this yet. Then again, I could also just use the in-game timer, I suppose. So we've been playing technically for half an hour, or give or take. I don't know if I was supposed to just jump in the tram, but well, here we are. I can't jump. I can swing, though. I'm gonna ruin this train. I'm gonna wreck it. Secret and dangerous experiments are carried out in the lab and almost never get out of control. Never at all. Nothing goes wrong. Everything is fine. Phone, please. What is... Oh, useless email. I don't know why I bothered to check those. Sometimes they're important. Only sometimes. We ask you to follow the rules. Don't distract scientists from their work, don't touch GMOs without permission, and don't take experimental weapons and equipment. But what if I took all of the experimental things? And I'm sure everybody wants to pet the nice GMOs. I mean, look at the little liquid rabbit. Everybody loves them, I'm sure. Of course, you might end up like that guy down here. I've invented a new dash pack that allows you to quickly move around the station. I've already taken part in a few races with my fellows, and we even made a couple of bets on the winner. Looks like it went well for this guy. I'm not sure what this sign is supposed to be telling me. Something about up and then down. Probably telling me to go up and over to get to where that body was. Hey, little guy. There's another GMO in the acid. And how exactly am I gonna get it? We're not going to dive to catch it, are we? Well, we could, but I feel like that would end poorly. We'll wait till we get some means of dealing with acid to deal with that one. That just seems like a better idea. Acid waterfall? Something new. I feel like if that hit me, I would just die. It might only hurt, but I feel like I would just die. Come on now. Hup. There we go. It really is a shame that the jetpack doesn't allow us to gain any height at all. What are these attractions? Yeah, we got like weird carnival rides instead of elevators sometimes, I've noticed. How about you don't do that? Okay, so we got a path over there and we got a path over here. Let's check the other path. Because we can blast our way through there, but I feel like that might be progress. This block is here for a reason. There's another of that little acid swimming guy. Might even be the same one who somehow like went through pipes or something to get there ahead of us. Also, I feel like the fact that we had no crashes today is a good sign for tomorrow. Since we had a crash during Abiotic Factor multiple times actually, and then we had at least one crash during Enshrouded as well. But it has behaved itself this time. Haha. He got vaporized. But yeah, even with it hitting 100% usage during Dead Island, during that last DLC we were doing, we didn't have a complete failure. So I think I fixed it. Hi, dead guy. Don't want me sharing a lift with you. I need to get places. Huh. I did not figure that was gonna reach, but you know what? Fair enough. And we're not gonna be able to reach that. So I guess we fly this way. And hope for the best. Hello, slime. He's a munchy boy. Oh, this seems like such a bad idea. Up. Okay, we can actually make that a little safer than I thought. I really anticipated nothing but problems. Dive, dive. We'll catch you sooner or later. I thought he was telling me to dive for a second, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I ain't going in that acid. I ain't no fool. Now that I've saved, now I'm slightly more willing to be a fool, but I still think it's a bad idea. Hello to this guy. I was gonna say, how many hits do you take? Dash pack? It's a dash pack. You're faster than sound now. Ah, R2 to dash, okay. And I presume... Yep. Oh, that's a decent distance, too. Whee! Oh, this is a dangerous thing they've given me. Oh, it's all off the same energy meter, too. Okay, gotta remember that. Whee! That'll get us up this ledge as well. Seems like you can dash a decent amount as long as you still have energy. So that's good. Oh, this poor bastard just got crushed under the weight of capitalism over here. Aha! The experiment is out of control. It broke out of the capsules. Avoid contact with black liquid. It has an effect on everything it touches. Once again, science goes out of control. I don't think I wanted to go all the way through that. I think I wanted to stop part way. Yep, because I needed to go up here. That's what I figured based on the layout of this area. Kaboom. What do we got? Brilliant people discover gravity when an apple falls on their head. Practical people invent the gravity gun. An experimental sample can be tested in a laboratory. Neil Armstrong, huh? Didn't he be on the moon? Anyway. I couldn't stop the way I wanted to. I think I was supposed to go to the right, not the left. Ow, that hurt a lot. Sir, please. Yeah, I figured it was lower on this side, but I wanted to try going up on that ledge in case there was an item there or something. Good thing we didn't need that. Oh, it buried itself in the ceiling, too. That seems safe. Oh, you know, for some reason I thought that applied to the other elevator. I don't really know why. No, I thought I stopped the elevator. Turns out it just auto stops there. Good to know. You know, this place seems to be working great with all of the error signs everywhere. I just felt like it was a bad idea to touch that elevator without touching the save point. Turns out it wasn't a trap, but it... Okay, maybe it was a trap. Maybe it was, in fact, a trap. Good thing I saved, huh? Oh, you son of a bitch. Tried to swindle me. They're getting mean with those. Overshot the mark, because I thought there was gonna be more ground. Okay, so maybe there's gonna be more of the bright white flashing than I thought, because of the amount of times I'm gonna be dying stupidly. Learning how things work around here. What? What do you mean I can't go this way? What the hell am I supposed to be doing? And I guess going over here. Magnets. It's a gravity gun. Feel the power of gravity. Oh, good. Good thing we didn't go that way. That is not quite what I expected when you said push a block there, game. This thing drinks power, too. Goddamn. You know, I have a feeling I don't want to be here. Huh. What the hell am I supposed to do with that information? Come on. Okay. Oh. Because I'm not meant to use it there. Okay. I assume I go back now? Yeah, because there's nothing else here. Eat. Eat. But I can't go back. At least not direct. There must be another path. I mean, I guess that makes getting over here easier. Not really sure what they want from me. Like, obviously I'm intended to get to where that elevator's sitting. But how is the question? Yeah, because it even says here. It's like, well, that's great and all. But how do I get to the here that you speak of? Unless... Yeah, I just don't have enough power to really move this the way I want to. Yeah, because all I'm gonna end up doing by trying to jam that in there is throttling myself with a goddamn brick. Unless... Yeah, because the way out's over there. I have to go up there somewhere, somehow. There's no other button for that elevator. Because if there was another button for the elevator, it would have been right here. Huh. God damn, popular day today. Hey there, you're right. How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. There's a lot of acid in this facility. What are we up to today? I do not recommend consuming the acid. Oh, nice. You'll love to see it. Can I can, but that doesn't help. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to pull that down and then get around to it quick enough. That doesn't make sense. And I guess it does and it doesn't at the same time. Yeah, it automatically goes back up there. Like, I can't go around all this fast enough to get... So I'm definitely missing something. Including a brain. But maybe, just maybe, if I look at it long enough, my brain will function. I do have a idea. I don't know if this is necessarily what they want me doing. Can I get that... Can I get that block back out of the goo? No, because I don't have enough battery power to lift it up and turn around. We've already established that. And the only other block I have is there. What I was gonna do is wedge a block in there so it would stay down. Because the problem is, it really doesn't stay down for long. And I can't go through the electricity or it would kill me, so that's not the answer. As shown there, as I'm messing with things and end up obliterating myself. The only thing I can think of is that I do go back up there. Or that I do go up there in the first place, because we were stuck right where that save point is there, is we couldn't move those blocks until we went down and around, and then got the magnet. So it comes a question of, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Am I genuinely just doing something wrong and overthinking this? The answer may surprise you in that it's probably yes. Because you'd think it would just be a matter of getting back to that elevator, but you can't. Unless there's a wall that breaks over here somewhere. But this all looks solid, so I don't think we break through any of that. And I can't not throw the brick when I grab it, in case people are wondering. At least as far as I've been able to tell so far. So what I'm trying to do is now dump it down the hole, because I don't need it to get up here. So what I was hoping to do was get it down there somewhere to make it easier to get across. But that doesn't really help me either. So I genuinely don't understand what they want from me here. Maybe there's another path that I overlooked over here, and I'm doing this the hard way again. Then again, there's the fact that I have to get back down through the lasers. That does present a bit of a complication. I can't go anywhere in there. Yeah, no, there's nothing here. There's all of that solid wall over there. So I am doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing, presumably. Wait, hang on, we might be getting somewhere. There we go. Does having this up here help us at all, though? Well, this is the opposite of what I wanted. And now it's gonna be stuck on... Oh, I am stuck in the floor, actually. There we go. God damn it. Please hold. I fucked up. Nothing new there, but you know. Oh, come on. Please grab. It's right there. You know it's there. It's like I can magnetize it from here. I just have no control over it once you lift it. Game, please. I don't even know if I need that. I'm just assuming I need that. Like, maybe I'm just meant to dash a lot more than I have been to do this. I might also just be stupid, because I just realized... Yeah, I've been making this harder than it needed to be the entire time. Is now you send it down, avoid getting on there during that, and then it goes up. For some reason, I kept thinking that it was going all the way down and back on its own. Which is what I get for doing something like this after I got up early and did a collab before playing this. Brain sometimes is stupid. Now, there's obviously a path up. I now have a decision to make. Do I go all the way around in order to go up into that path up there and see if there's something there? The answer is, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, yes. Because now that we know what we're doing with this is gonna go a lot faster. But just like, god damn it. I did all of that and now I'm going back around again. Because what I think was happening is I was accidentally double tapping it, which gave me the confusing feedback that I was dealing with. Which is my own fault. That's not the game's fault, really. I hate it here. I really hit the ceiling that time, huh? Alright. Round we go again. They really just want me to be stuck here, I swear. Joke's on them, I'm too stubborn for that. I cannot be stopped so easily. Just means y'all get to watch me die a few more times. And this is when I find out that there's actually just nothing up there, and this was a waste of mine and everyone else's time the entire time. Nope, dead guy. I've been chasing Toxie for 24 hours now, but he keeps running away. I'll rest a little and continue the chase. Well, they're dead, so they're definitely resting for a very long time. Hey. Now we have block pushing and pulling powers. What that will do for us, only time will tell. How did I manage to do this again? There we go. Like, it should almost be considered impressive that I managed to trap myself with that twice now. For having had it for what, like 10 minutes? I mean, I can go back this way, or I can go back the lower path. Going back to lower path is probably the smarter idea. I say, fully realizing that I jammed up the lower path, like, completely with blocks. So maybe going the lower path isn't the best idea I've ever had. I don't know at what point I thought moving it like that was a good idea. Especially since I think they're now, like, completely wedged together. I might be more of a danger to myself and this facility than any of the monsters they've unleashed. I might actually be stuck this time. Wait, I had magnetism for a second. Okay, we're almost out. Hang on, I'm cooking. Ah! I managed to get to where I needed to be. Crap. Only to realize... What? 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 Why did I die? I died to nothing. Man, I've really upset this game already, haven't I? Oh, huh. Well, that went more than I meant to, but you know, it's fine. Dip it in the acid again, which will totally not affect me when I lift it back up. So that's the good news. And I gotta go hit this button. Oh, you son of a bitch. I really thought it was gonna stay there for more than a second. Really? Come on now. You gotta work with me here, game. I'm not asking for much. Just asking for you to play ball. Boingy. You know, near identical jump, different results. Okay. That seemed more dangerous than it needed to be, but, you know. Get out of my way. That seems accurately destructive. Okay, so it's not really a shortcut because the electricity's in the way, but... Oh boy. I like my magnet gun. I hate this idea. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. It was either gonna lower down and then another one raises up, or it was gonna do what it did, which was go across and come back up. I jumped the gun figuring it was the one I was thinking, not the other one. Kolbeck reacts extremely aggressively when barely managed to dodge his blows, and after his jumps we had to repair the floor. Be careful not to accidentally release it from the flask. Well, that seems... yeah... So he breaks the floor. You don't understand in a good way. Dr. Kolbeck will take care of you. This is a scientist, but a workaholic. Well, no, he wasn't a scientist. He was one of the experiments. Unless maybe he got turned into this in an experiment. I see why we gained dashing before we deal with him, because he's just gonna waddle his way into me aggressively. Oh, shockwaves now, huh? Oh, the ceiling's shaking. I don't like that. That gives me a distinct feeling that something bad's gonna happen if if I don't kill him fast enough. Or as the phases go on, he's gonna start, like, dropping things from the ceiling on me. God damn, he's got a lot of health, though. There he goes. First try, no hits. And now the floor explodes. Okay. What did the robot mean by we don't understand in a good way, though? Does that mean that our misunderstanding is good, or is she implying that there's a misunderstanding? Good to know. You can, in fact, be crushed in those corners. Today I learned. Corner bad. Have you forgotten about the block we saw below? No? But it's a good reminder. Yeet. That's probably further than I wanted to throw it, but we can make it work. Slam it across the room. Yeet. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen if I did that. And yet I did it anyway. Looks like we might be able to catch one of the missing GMOs over there, judging from the paw print. Not sure why this space exists. Like, this one's obviously for getting up and around. The other one, however, confuses me. I'm glad I assumed that there was going to be a problem down there, and then promptly jumped into it anyway. Sometimes I really wonder if I learn anything. The answer to that question may surprise you in that, no, I don't learn anything. Case in point of me botching that jump again. In a different way, though, this time, so, you know, there's that. Game, please. I definitely was holding to the left, and it just went, nah, you need to fall in again. Suffer for your hubris. I got launched into the air. I feel like there's gonna be some weird speed tech involving these blocks and breaking the way their physics works. I was expecting to hit the electricity under that. Well, I'm glad I didn't need that block for anything. Gotcha. We got a thing. Here comes acid toxin. Is there a path over here? Nope. Why is there globules up there? I don't know. Oxy is a crazy, toxic, living blob of acid. That's great. I'm glad you can dance so happily about a living blob of acid that we now have in a ball that I can throw at anyone I don't like at any given time. I mean, what? I'm totally not plotting to throw it at somebody. No, no, why would I do a thing like that? Especially not at the person who sent me on this mission. That would be crazy. Well, not the way I expected to go, but, well, I guess I'm here now. I see, I understand. It is understood what I need to do. I go up this elevator after breaking these bubbles, fall down here and be disappointed in myself. It's an important part of the process, just trust me on that one. Then we push that button, go back over here, go down the hole. So the elevators were the elevator on the left was completely pointless the entire time. God damn it. Get back up here, you lazy elevator, not doing your job. Yeah, I didn't think that's where I wanted to go. Jesus. Thank you for the raid, Spanky. It's been a little bit, buddy. How you been? What were you up to today? Welcome in, everybody, to more of my nonsense. Specifically Genopanic. Genopanic? Genopanic. We're chasing GMOs around in this facility that's gone to hell in a handbasket. There we go. Just use all these bubbles as platforms. You know what? Fair enough. Excellent. Glad to hear it. So far, so good, you know. Could be better, could be worse, but that's life in any form. I'm just glad today's been working out for the most part. Things have not been crashing as much as they were before. But, you know, new equipment always has some issues. Seems like I'm stuck here for a long time, but the main thing is not to despair, right? Laughing raises the mood, so I'll try a joke. You know why astronauts are so happy in zero gravity? Because we don't need to go on a diet to lose weight. Ah. There we go. Really have some major safety concerns about these elevators in this place. Mostly Metroidvania. I've been picking up upgrades as we've been going. Like, I didn't have the dash or the jetpack or anything when I started. It's been pretty good so far. I enjoyed the demo of it when I played it forever ago. And it came out Friday, I think? I would say it's a little bit light on the Metroidvania at the moment so far, but it does have it in there. Just go ahead and chuck that out of my way. I think I needed it, though. Well, that's a shame. Yeah. It's only, I think, like $13. It's a cheap one. Thankfully not cheap in quality, just cheap in price. You know, a few years ago it would have been $5. Maybe I have to not need that, right? Yeah, I just needed to jump better. Okay. That makes sense. And this was all just to get back to where we came from with our new tools. No, I do still. Get out of my way. Whee! This was all just to get back out of the labs after getting the magnet gun and the dash pack. The thing is, I don't know how long this game is. I feel like it's not particularly long, considering it only has told us we need to get the GMOs, which there's only like 6 of. And we've already picked up multiple weapons and abilities, like within the first hour of playing this. Absolutely. You have a good one, Spanky, and thank you again for bringing your community over. You have a good night. And hopefully everyone out there is taking care of yourselves. And if you need to go too, by all means, I'll still be here. And there will always be the VOD channel, which you can find at those links that were just popped up by the bot. So I guess our next port of call is going to be going up here to go down here. To either of those down heres, really. And we've already picked up everything we saw laying around, so we're good on that. I don't necessarily intend to beat this today, because again, I don't know how long it is, because it's not been out long enough for that information really to be available that much yet. And judging from the following amount on Twitch this has, it may not actually be as popular as I thought it was going to be. But, you know, every now and then a game slips through the cracks and people don't know it even exists. Which is almost always unfortunate. I say almost always because now and then there's games that really should be left between the cracks. I know it's set to use dash, but I was trying to be creative. It just didn't work out. Now I don't need to do all those climbing sections anymore. Out of my way. I was almost too bold for my own good. Yes, this is the right way. As a little bit of context for what I'm saying about us not having played it for very long, but you see the stream timer is 6 hours. We finished up one of Dead Island 2's DLCs with some good people earlier, and we almost finished the second one, but time being what time is, we couldn't get through all of it. But I wasn't tired enough yet, so I decided to push on to do this, to fit it in somewhere in the damn schedule. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to move that block, but I can't. Maybe if I leave the room and come back and try again. Unless there's a path over here or something, but this is how we went down in the first place. So no, there can't be a path there that would be meaningful because we've already used it. I'm glad it still screams at me when I go down there. Just like when we went over there the first time. No, it's wedged in there really good. Oh wait, it's because I'm stupid. This is the kind of block you can grab. It's not the kind of block you need to use the magnet for. That was the difference. Today, one of the GMOs escaped from the laboratory. If you see a mysteriously smiling cat eating bananas, please notify the GMO department. Oh, so the cat we saw popping out of the trees must be another one of the GMOs. Which makes sense because it was the only living thing we've seen other than the things that are trying to kill us. And the other GMOs. Well, this is definitely getting needlessly dangerous, isn't it? I feel like I'm going the wrong way by going this way. But it also looks like all roads lead to Rome. So far. Okay, okay. Like, I'll give this credit for trying to be spooky. It's definitely trying to elicit some of those reactions. It just doesn't work on me. Because that kind of thing never really works on me for the most part. Well, that was disastrous, but we got through it. I like the screaming in the distance and the way the music plays out and things like that are definitely trying to make you uneasy, I think. And you know, there's also all of the dead things running around and the weird creatures everywhere. Definitely wouldn't make most people comfortable. There's the cat again. Stole another banana. I'm assuming I need to catch him when he's going for the banana. Maybe if I back off, he'll come back out. Dang it. Well, we'll try again next time we pass by there. See if he reappears. Or if we have to go get him from a different location. I know the paw print is marked here, so... And the sign did say cat. And clearly, if the sign says cat, then there must be cat, yeah? Makes nothing but sense. The sign wouldn't lie to me. There he is. Try catch. Okay. Oh, I see. If I leave the orb there... Got him! Haha! He fell for it. I hope Moncat won't meow all the time. He's in an orb. Just make sure the orb's soundproof. It'll be fine. Yeah, see, we already caught 3 out of 6 of the GMOs. So either we will uncover something else once we catch all of them, or this game is actually just short, and then we bring them and leave, and we're good. Hard to say, really. Is we've been playing this for an hour and 21 minutes, and that's with me being stuck in one spot for a while. I feel like it's not quite an hour 21, because it's probably not counting the decent amount of deaths we had, but it's close enough. I'm sure that sound is fine. It keeps getting louder as we go this way, but you know. Probably nothing to worry about. Just like down there is nothing to worry about. Get out of the way so I don't get crushed by another lift. Really? This is where you choose to stop? Okay. Means we're not getting all the way back up there, but that's fine. That seems safe. That seems like exactly where I want that elevator to be sitting. Turns out it actually was exactly where I wanted the elevator to be sitting, but, you know. That's just how it be sometimes. Where you get suspicious of basic concepts. Well, I had a bad feeling about that, but, you know, now and then you just don't react accordingly. But see, this is why there was no point in coming over here, is the elevator's out of order. And I saw the out of order sign and made assumptions. And this hole right here is completely unnecessary. It's just there to be a cheeky little, haha, you fell down a hole, stupid. There we go. Don't really know why I decided to jump into the laser like that, but you know, every now and then you just make poor life choices. Okay. Can't break through the wall there. So I guess this is just a safety net in case you fuck up the jump. Come on now. I keep pulling those dash triggers just a hair too early. So I don't make it to the height I need to, and I smash my face into the wall like a fool. But, you know, that's expected. Cobwebs? Cocoons? I don't like it. I don't like it either. Can't break them either, which makes me even less happy. Find fire. Is it a spider or a crab? Let's call it a crab hider. Sure. I mean, that looks very crab, but I guess it's got the colorations of a spider, so sure. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but you know what? Fair enough. Aha! Safe point. I do like how they use those cocoons and such to alter your pathing. I don't know what I thought I was doing by doing that. Am I supposed to catch the cube? That seems hazardous to my health. It also doesn't seem to come back, so I'm going to go out on a limb and assume no. Just go this way. And it's probably just to tell you, hey, there's gonna be a cube down there. I regret my life choices sometimes. I won't say if now was one of those times, but now might be one of those times. Well, we got a nicer elevator there, which needs a key card, which we have. Will this protect me from the lightning, or will I just die slowly? Okay. Oh. In the living rooms, the station employees spend their free time and come up with ideas for crazy new experiments, which is how we're in this fix in the first place. Because we were sent down here just to collect some cargo and leave, and we arrived to everything being a disaster. All the GMOs were loose all over the station, the whole place was in quarantine, everybody's dead. It really is just unfortunate all around. These luminous thorns look dangerous. Yeah, you know, they probably will kill me. Just gonna go out on a limb there and assume those will kill me. Hold up. Yep, that's what I figured. As soon as I saw that that was breakable, I had a feeling it was just gonna ha-ha me with the elevator again. Ah. Kind of was hoping that that was gonna be a safety net to jump across there. Turns out, not so much. Go. Yep, good for you. Okay. I don't know why that sound happened, but I guess we're here. I'll be the first to say I don't entirely know whether I'm going the right way going any of these directions. And I feel like I was supposed to move that block over here. Yep. I don't know. Maybe we're fine? Maybe we're not fine. Oh, there's an elevator, which doesn't lift up the block. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what the really big block is for then. Well, it exists, I guess. The block might just be a red herring, or it's meant to give a little more life to the area just by having there be a big old block there. Who knows? The game's definitely teaching you to jump off these elevators early. There we go. It just didn't break through the blocks the first time. Well, he died of too much banana. Today they told Cat escaped, so the first thing I did was visit the laboratory and pick up a whole box of bananas that were no longer needed. Tricky, right? Come to me. I can't eat them alone. 3 wood to a lane. Huh. Well, gee, I wonder what that could be talking about. A lot of those names in these messages have been references. I've caught some of them, and I haven't caught all of them. Aha. How many have any of you caught? I think I've caught, like, not even a third of them, if I'm honest. Like, I don't think all of them are references. The references are sprinkled in there. But judging from the ones I have caught, there's references to a decent variety of things. So it may just be that there's some media I just don't know, and that's why I'm not getting some of them. God damn it. Well, you know what? Good enough. This isn't a plant. This is another GMO. It's lucky it wasn't eaten by vegan zombies. I don't know if such a thing exists. Ah. It wouldn't let me fire when I got there for some reason. Ah, I was right to push it down here. Aha! Puzzle master. Solving things before I need to. Wait. There we go. I was like, it's just not firing now, suddenly. When I'm close enough to a wall, it just won't let it fire, period. And I guess I'm not supposed to catch him here. I'm supposed to just learn that he exists here and then catch him later. Ow. Because most of them have been find it now, catch it later. Huh. Okay. Ah, there we go. They really do like their hidden walls in this game, don't they? Okay, that's on a timer. Damn it. Will we go to the party? Sure. There'll be music and disco ball. I'll take my gravity boots for high jumps and come get you. That seems like a great use of those boots. And if you can't tell the sarcasm there, well, I don't know what to tell you. You might be one of those people that thinks going to parties is a great use for your amazing scientific gravity boots. It's funny how I could just casually stroll through that. Was that just to get information about the gravity boots existing? That seems kind of silly, but there's nothing here. And presumably that's the gravity boots down there. I will say that the reason why I point out that this is kind of light Metroidvania is it's very linear so far. I'm infected, and I know what awaits me. I'm not gonna sit and wait until I turn into one of them. I'll do what I have to. Farewell. Curt to everyone. Just slammed himself into the spikes, I guess. Which, you know what? Respectable. Since it's one of those, you don't want to be a problem for everyone, so you stop yourself from turning into a monster. Admittedly, probably might have been able to fix him if he had lived, but we have no way to know that, really, so. Always a trade-off in situations like that. Something fell again. I don't know what. Zombie party. What's up, guys? Check out my moves. What's this? We should be able to open that big door from this computer. Well, this seems weirdly simple. Oh, I see. The timer is very strict on it. And if you get the direction wrong, you might not make it. Oh look, more zombies are arriving to the zombie party. Hell yeah! Entry strictly debuy list. Idlers who have not completed their tasks for the week on time are not allowed to enter the disco. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get attacked. That's why I was reading it fast. I could do something about all these guys, but it's more fun to just let the party go on, you know? They earned this. Oh, now there's wind. That's totally not gonna get me killed at all. Use the dash. I know. You can kind of fight it normally as well. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to at some point. What? Well, that worked out better than expected, all things considered. Ow. I am slowly dying to bashing my face into the spikes, though. Today I saw a flower that jumped out of a pot and ran away towards the greenhouse. Either I'm hallucinating or Leafy has escaped again. Well, no one's saying it can't be both. Oh. That just attacked him and turned him into one of those. Okay. I thought they said it was black goo. That was very purple. Which I guess explains why it turns people kind of pinkish. Then again, their suits are a similar color. So maybe the suits are just merging with their bodies. Ugh, that's a thought. I guess we'd turn into like a weird blue-gray monster then, huh? Oh, that moves down very slowly. Okay. I'm not really sure what they want from me here. Aside from my death. Really get the impression they want me dead. Gotta love how that last throw was just significantly stronger. Well, this is not really what I wanted. I didn't want it blocking the button. If I wedge it in there, can I platform up there? No, come on. Work with me here, block. You know you want to. That's right. Stay in there. Okay, that does work. Problem is, I kind of get stuck in an awkward position. Huh. Okay. Not really sure what I'm meant to do there. I feel like I'm missing something. Not again. As you can tell that lowering the block is necessary. I mean, lowering the platform, rather, is necessary. And I feel like with the way you break the wall there, you're supposed to put the block in there like that. I guess you need to go while the laser's behind you? That seems incredibly precise. Come on. This is a lot more of a precision game than I expected it to be. I might also be doing half of these completely unintended ways, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But you know what? These are the ways I see to do it, so these are the ways I'm going to do it. You really have to have the laser right there, but turning around once you get up there is really tight. And that's the part I don't think I'm understanding correctly. I could probably just leave the block there now that I think about it, rather than wedging it in the wall like I have been. That's not where that was meant to end up. I really wish I had more control over where I'm throwing these blocks. It was funny, haha, at first, as far as just the only way we have to move blocks is by yeeting them. But now it's becoming a bit inconvenient. I almost feel like I don't have a choice but to throw it over there, though. Unless maybe now I move it over? Except it wedges in there so cleanly and perfect. Like, it has to be designed to go in there, right? But our only path forward is past laser. As you would think the smarter play would be to have the block over here and jump up to the platform while the laser's further to the right, but I can't jump to the top of the block. And now it's stuck here. That might actually work a bit better for me if I could fit. There we go. Not quite the way they intended it, but I feel like that was a better idea. Oh, I hate everything about this already. Huh. Among Us. You play computer games too much, sir. I don't want to hear about the imposter again. Nobody's gonna kill us one by one. We're safe here. Professor Orange. Oh boy. I don't know if you're so safe, considering it's next to a help sign. Aha! Here are gravity boots. Let's jump higher. This is beautiful. This is also really early, I feel, to get double jump, but it's also equipment 7 out of 9, so I have to assume the game is short then, right? Considering we got half of the GMOs, we know where another one is because it's literally been with us the whole trip through here. Oh, come on. I should have guessed based on the layout there, but I'm like, it'll be fine. I'll be able to get past it, and it'll be okay. And then zap, dead. Like, this mobility is really satisfying, honestly. And that allows me to get up here to where this guy got turned into a monster. We can just obliterate him. Oh. This seems safe. I have to assume that the age in which this game takes place doesn't have an equivalent of OSHA or anything, because this place would have been torn apart by now by something like that. I mean, sure, maybe it wasn't so bad before the incident, but I found that unlikely. Broke free and penetrated into living rooms. I managed to block the gate, but I don't know if it's strong enough. Fly away if you can. I'm not even gonna try that name. Professor Lunatic, that's the part that matters. I really don't like how bonking your head just completely eats the jump you did in this game. That is very annoying. Like, I feel like it kills your movement more than impacting the ceiling should, which is saying something, but you know, it is what it is. Ow. Those sure are spikes that I slammed my face into. Do I technically still have that note? I noticed he was still blinking. I don't. God damn it. God damn it again. And for some reason didn't expect that to break all the way up to the laser. I really should have. With the way this game has been, I should have completely anticipated that. But I'm like, nah, they'll have a soul this time. Nope. No souls here. There we go. Grab the note again this time. That does mean I might have missed a few notes because of deaths. Because I didn't go grab them again. So I assumed that they were kept. So that's unfortunate. So if you're going for 100% everything in this game, you're probably going to want to keep that in mind. No AI vending machines at Brandon Station. I don't want him to distract employees from their work with empty talk. Employees will find a way to distract themselves regardless of your intentions. Run, it will eat you. Open faster, please, door. Open faster. Gotta go. This is concerning, to say the least. I assume I'm supposed to outrun it, but nope, can't hurt it. Good to know. And we're dead because I decided to try to shoot it. I didn't anticipate it doing a double back right there. I should have, because that's exactly how a path like that would end up working out in a chase sequence, is they want to scare you with it. But I had such a good lead on it. I'm like, I can mess around a little bit, it'll be okay. And then I promptly got consumed. Got a real good jam going while it's trying to kill me, though. I think it's the black liquid we read about. Yeah, maybe. We did see something that looked like that consume somebody before, so there's that. Okay, I see what the bit here is. Is that just gonna keep going back and forth, or is it gonna stop? Okay. Because the idea is you go past this laser by going under, then you jump on top of the platform, then you get off the platform and get through quicker than I did. But I hesitated because it's a tight space between them. It's a simple up-down path. It's nothing crazy. Crabiders are afraid of fire. We need a flamethrower. Say less, I will find a flamethrower. We'll be back with a flamethrower. There's a helmet. Nothing in it, though. If I destroy all the Crabiders alone, that'll be remembered as Henry of Simburst, the legendary monster hunter. People will write books, make games, shoot TV shows based on my adventures. And that's why you're dead. Because you made poor life choices trying to be cool. Okay, they don't kill me instantly, so that's good news. Flamethrower? Flamethrower! It's a flamethrower! Let's make the party hotter. Hold square to burn everything. Yes! Bad. Everything is fine. I'm going slightly mad with power, but no one needs to worry about that. Sure I'm going the wrong way to go back, but we will get back going this way. It just meant going through more spiders, which I totally didn't do on purpose so I could burn more of them. No, we're doing this dance again. Okay, I'm going to assume the flamethrower is not going to deter him in any way, shape, or form. I have such a hefty lead on him this time. They really gave you spare time on this one, huh? So I think they didn't expect me to jam my way through those shortcuts quite the way I did either. Okay, that wasn't where we were supposed to catch the plant thing. I had a bit of a concern, like, am I gonna have to go back in there to get the plant? No, it's over this way, so it's fine. Why it's living in Laser Central is beyond me, but, you know. To each their own. I really thought I could do something clever there for some reason. I'm not gonna try to explain why, just mistakes were made. Mostly because I don't think I could explain why, even if I wanted to. That laser originates down there, so yeah, if I stayed there, that was gonna be a horrible mistake. I need to actually go around like this. Just gotta read the paths that they're on and make sure. Oh, he's gonna try to fuck with me with the doors. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. If I move this block into the middle of the room, I think I can jump up. But he'll think he's safe. Haha! We don't need to water it, right? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. That's 4 out of 6. Oh, that was almost a mistake. Why is there... Oh, because this is just a way to drop down if you got in trouble. Okay. Mistakes were very nearly made there. Some could argue mistakes definitely were made, but shh, it's okay. I really thought I could fit through there for some reason. I never said I always make good decisions. I don't think I ever said I ever make good decisions. Maybe I did, though. Maybe sometime I did. Who knows? And if I ever said I make the best decisions at any time, understand that that was a lie. Because I make decisions that involve me going through things like this. I, for some reason, did not anticipate that laser fitting through there. And I really can't tell you why I thought something stupid like that, but, you know, here we are. Wait for the laser to go by this time. It's in my best interest to follow this laser reasonably closely, so I don't get fried by the other one. This seems fine. Everything about this seems very safe. Now we push this in, we jump over, pull. Oh, I see. Because the middle one doesn't stop. That's why we needed it. I thought it was gonna be just like keep leapfrogging over it initially. Okay. Burn for your sins. What were your sins? Being a crab spider hybrid thing that no one wants. Maybe somebody wants it, but certainly not me. Okay, this loops back around. So this area is complete. I guess there's gonna be an area for each GMO, right? I guess that makes sense. Because I guess they'd be contained within their own, like, biomes to keep them alive. Back in the storage. So I guess our next stop's gonna be here because we haven't been to this section down here yet. And then from there we go into here. And then down to here. Which seems to be the end of the facility at least. So there's that. If we end up just beating this today, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information. Like, that's genuine, like, I don't really know how to feel about that. Because it'll be cool, but at the same time it'll mean that this was way shorter than I anticipated. Or I went way long. None of those answers are really the best for me. But, you know, we're here already and we're doing things, so it'll be what it'll be. have to keep checking the map. I know I'm checking it a lot, but I'm just making sure I'm not taking a wrong turn somewhere since I'm not super familiar with this map layout. As you might imagine from somebody who hasn't played it until now. It'd be kind of crazy to be familiar with the map layout before you play the game in the first place. You know, unless you're planning on 100%ing it first go around, in which case a little research probably does make sense. I don't even know what other upgrades we could get now. I know we're missing some equipment because I think it said we had like all but one or two of... Yeah, we're missing one equipment item. So what equipment are we missing now? Because we've got most of the typical stuff. We got something to move blocks, we've got a dash, we've got double jump, we've got essentially flight with the glide. So that's kind of covered, unless we can get a better jetpack that lets us legit fly around the map. Might just be another weapon, though. At which point it could be quite literally anything. Oh, good. I'm gonna have to remember the pattern. That makes me happy. I meant to dash through, but I missed. So if it was just a drone, I guess that laser wouldn't kill me, it just would have hurt. Better not to be touched by it anyway. Now, new area. The reactor effectively and safely provides the inhabitants of the station with energy until some catastrophe happens. Let me quickly check. Is there a how long to beat time for this game? Oh, well. That answers that question. Completionist is the only number that's been put up by one person so far, and it's a 4-hour clear to 100% the game. So we could probably finish this today then. Considering we've already been playing it for 2 hours. I don't know why my follow alert didn't make noise, but thank you for the follow, Pizza Maid. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to this nonsense. Keep distance if you don't want to get burned. Okay, they can be destroyed. They also explode. So we're gonna have to keep that one in mind for the future. Nope. Nope. Please. Okay. Don't like that you're hanging out there. Very good, very good. More things breaking in the distance, which distracted me just enough for me to fall down there, which is not what I wanted. And then my jump didn't jump, but that's fine. Ah, I see, I can't get there that way anyway. We noticed that black liquid has a different effect on people. Some turn into regular zombies, some turn into fire zombies, and so on. We're trying to figure out what it depends on. Maybe it depends on your physical form or character? Who knows? But with that follow, we're up to 375 now, so just 25 more for 400. Thank you all for making that happen. Let me tell you, because I know I mentioned this before, but I had no expectations that we were even going to get to 300 for the first, like, half of this year, and yet here we are, nearly to 4. So I just want to take a moment to appreciate all of you that have made this happen by you choosing to hit that button. And in some cases, encouraging others to do so as well. Oh, there's a thing stuck behind here. If you hack it, we'll isolate this room from the fire. Oh, now I can't see the path. Okay. You can only see parts of the path, which is enough for me to understand what I need to do. But it made it slightly more difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use that block. I figured, but I wanted to be lazy. And my laziness did not pay off. Up we go. Upward and onward. This seems sketchy. Yep. Okay. Everything is... Oh, those hurt, huh? Okay. I thought that was background. I should know better in this game by now. But there's no such thing as background. Only death. You know, I wanted to be fancy and kill him, and all I did was embarrass myself. But he still needed to be destroyed for that. Because clearly he was the problem. Editor's note. No, the streamer was the problem.
Hello there.
Hey there, Callista. How you doing? Hopefully you are feeling well. Ow. It burns. Okay, contact with the head of those things doesn't hurt. Good to know. Just gotta get the time. I keep forgetting that once they both go together. Ooh, always good. It's always good to have news to be excited about. Feel free to share with the class. There we go. Just get this block out of the way, and we can go up here. Good, good. No problems here. You know, it really is hot. Are you ready to take a leap of faith? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, hell yeah. Preemptive happy 1 year, then. It's always good to see people hitting milestones, be it time or numbers. Which, you know, time is just numbers too, but different numbers. There's a cat. That cat made a very dog-like noise. You're welcome. Okay. Pulled through that just fine. Enough screaming. Good, very good. There's another one fire screaming somewhere. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Panic. Genopanic. I guess that's why it's named this way, huh? There we go. Don't think I needed to do that, but well, it was safer that way. Speaking of didn't need to do that. Oh good, they set each other off. That's actually incredibly convenient. I really expected that elevator to do something stupid to mess with me. Uh-oh. There we go. Nice and easy. Take the freeze gun you showed us to the party. We're gonna use it for making ice for cocktails. Nothing could possibly go wrong with an idea like that, right? You're not gonna end up freezing anybody as a prank or anything. The idea's never gonna cross anybody's mind to do something foolish like that. And I'm sure the freeze gun altered ice is not going to have any consequences for human biology in the slightest. Okay, good. The laser happened to be pointing that way. I'm glad these turrets are kind of stupid. That could have been really bad if it wasn't. You know, I really thought there was an elevator here. But I guess I gotta hit the button for it to do things. Okay, there is an elevator there. I guess it was just so you would have to race to the elevator. I am so glad that I just happened to get through it there at the right time, and then I botched it immediately afterwards. Sadness. That was so clean up until I did a stupid. All because I saw an exploding guy and panicked. Yeah, if 100% completion was 4 hours that somebody else got, I can probably just complete the game in general in a shorter time than that. Guess who forgot that the fire was there specifically? Like, I knew it was in that spot, but for some reason I thought there was a safe floor there as well, and there really wasn't. Just like how I thought he was only going to take 4 shots to kill, not 5. But, you know, it'll be fine. We will achieve success, even if it is through copious amounts of pain. I say totally not coping in a completely other sense. I don't think I even needed this elevator, but this elevator probably was a good idea. I wanted to pet a dog with burning eyes, but it ran away, scattering sparks and leaving fiery traces. Why don't you lock up your GMOs? I could get burned. Oh, so I guess that is a dog, even though it kind of looked more like a cat at a glance. But I guess maybe we didn't get the best look at it either, because it was probably sitting on its tail. You know, for some reason I thought he was going to blow up before I got there. And now we know that they kill you instantly when they explode. So, you know, that was all just for science, right? Yeah. I'm just not gonna mess with that guy. He gets to live. But I guess it makes sense for them to kill you instantly with how long they give you to react to the fact that they're exploding. Like, they give you some real generous leeway time there. Now we go. Okay. I don't know if I really wanted those there or not. I was pretty sure I didn't because it was going to make landing there more complicated. Freeze gun, I presume? Save point first, though. Da-na-na-na. It's a freeze gun. You're becoming cooler. I guess you could say it that way, yeah. Now we can freeze fire out of our way. Oh good, it gets rid of those guys without them exploding. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but I really shouldn't have banked on it like that in hindsight. But you know, hindsight is also always 20/20. Okay, that does hurt me if I touch it. You know, we went from standing next to these without getting hurt to the second I realized they hurt me if I touched them, suddenly hurting a lot more. You know, I almost feel like it'd be safer for me to wing my way underneath there instead of going the way they want me to. Just because it doesn't involve me bashing my face into fiery rocks, because I'm impatient. You know, what do I know, right? I rarely know what I'm talking about, do I? Some people think I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not so sure on that one. There he is. With a little scamp running away. Thinking he's gonna escape. If I had my way, I'd let them keep running around, but unfortunately, in order to complete the game, we gotta catch them all. So, we gotta Pokemon it up. You've been saved. So I did have the right idea with pushing that down. Because we push this into the way of the flames, and then we can go down. Ignoring the fact that that would probably cause an explosion or something when the pressure built up in there. I'm sure it's absolutely fine. I feel like I need to come back? No. Like this, because we can drop through those platforms. Right. Basic game mechanics. Right. Those mechanics we've been using the whole game. There we go. You remember it's better not to pet this dog. I'm gonna do it anyway. I got gloves on, I'm sure it'll be fine. You can't just tell me not to pet the dog. I could deal with those blocks, or I could just go around them. They look good there. Seems like not my problem. I'm making those jumps way more precise than they need to be, and I know that. But it was fun. Jump for the fireballs. Get out of there before the meatballs return. You're crazy, but I like it. Gotcha, punk. This little dog is so hot. Maybe don't phrase it that way, buddy. You know, just a thought. Then again, you are a dog robot, so at least it's appropriate for you, probably. Okay, so that's another area basically done and dusted. We're missing 2 reports. We're missing 10 enemy data, which is the wild part. Only missing 1 GMO. That's what's making me wonder if there's gonna be more territory than we've actually gotten to. You know, more territory than is for all the GMOs in order to finish the game, since there's 10 more enemies. Place is a fiery fox or dog. Don't touch this without protective gloves. And of course, Leafy is a small sprout. Keep it away from vegetables. Moncat is a half cat, half monkey. It loves being petted and bananas, ideally at the same time. I find it funny that I chose the right direction by accident. So I just took a look at this spot and went, you know what, I like the other way better. And then lo and behold, it was the correct way to go. You know, I just realized I forgot to put Dead Island 2 on the list of games completed. But I think I'll just wait till we do the last bit of that last DLC next week, and then I'll put it on the list. Keep it a little simpler. How long have labor safety representative visited us? Our so-called workplace looks more like a set for a video for some heavy metal band. I mean, that's kind of sick if you think about it. Whee! Oh, I see. I need to go a little higher. No, that doesn't break either. Strange. I guess I gotta go all the way around then, huh? Yep, that's exactly what I need to do. Yeah, we are in the new section over here, so we are almost out of the red area, I guess. Oh, I see. It makes it go the rest of the way down. And be careful, because you can in fact be crushed by these lifts. In case anyone's wondering, I learned a very specific way, and you can probably guess how. Oh, if you weren't here to see it. If you guessed getting crushed by a lift, you might be correct, and I might be entitled to compensation. Why does Volga look like this? I like anime, so when I was working on the artificial intelligence of the station, I decided to give her the perfect figure and ears. Of course you did. I feel like no one should be surprised by that turn of events, all things considered. Not with the internet as it is. This seems safe and fine, and nothing is problematic about this. It would have been really awful if I did all of that just to die to him. Again. Out of my way. There we go. No, there's no fast way to do this. I'm gonna have to play ball with mechanic here. There we go. I was trying to see if there was a time where I could dash straight through, and the answer is not really. There might be one, and I'm just not seeing it. I wondered why there was this random space. Now I know why. It's because you've got to be escorted by death lasers. Well, that was unnecessarily concerning, but, you know, got through it. And then my jump didn't take when I tried to jump when I got down there. Oh, time to do this again and clench the entire time. I already did. We've already experienced the joys of orange laser. It does not taste like creamsicle, as it turns out. It just tastes like death. I don't know what's going on. First there are reports of explosions in the reactor, then of an attack on employees. Whoever our enemies are, they're armed and dangerous. Keep your eyes open. There goes the spooky noise again. Oh, I think we're gonna get chased again, aren't we? Hello there. You have a whip, and I don't think that's a good thing for you to have. There's a lot of them, actually. I guess the enemies are becoming more advanced. Rather than just running back and forth, they're actually starting to use weapons. Oh, they destroyed the drone. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate for it. I don't think I could have been able to save it or anything either. I think it was just done when the word go there. Oh, there's some that can fly too, huh? Okay. Ow. Oh, they left. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Not how I expected that to work. Oh, speaking of not how I expected that to work, I was not expecting a flying enemy with a dive kick. I expected it to, like, shoot at me or something. But apparently I had that information backwards. Apparently I can't look at the data we're getting, though. I kind of wanted to see if there was, like, flavor text on those things or something. On the enemies in general, that is. I keep miscounting my attacks on things. It's very unfortunate. No. Well, I think that worked out, actually. The music in this is so good. It's simple, but it's very good. Ah, touching the side of that kills me. Okay. You corrected your angle a little quicker than I thought there. Okay. Keep that in mind for the future. Crushed myself in the elevator because I wanted to be cheeky and sneak through. That's what I get for trying to take a shortcut. Come on, game. I jumped first and you know it, but it decided, nah, you didn't really though. You didn't jump good enough. Have you considered jumping better? Okay, that does just go back and forth. That's what I assumed, but I wanted to check in case that was just a mistake I made in general. Well, that's not what I wanted. I can't believe I hit that without getting hit. Huh. Okay, they do only throw straight forward. That's what I assumed, but I didn't want to assume it and get hit. We've been having enough assumptions leading to me getting hit. Once more proving I can get through complicated areas just fine. You put something simple in front of me and I die a miserable death. Oh, hi there. Can I have that hammer? That hammer looks really cool. Oh, wow, you have a lot of health, huh? Yeah, they really had a lot of health. She wasn't worthy to wield that hammer. I mean, you certainly aren't. So was that just to fight her? Because I can't help but notice that this doesn't go anywhere. Well, I guess that's just to give you an extra enemy completion. Ah. Well, I didn't really want to fall down here, but I guess, you know. The collector is part of the station's sewer system, can be used as an aqua park, if you can get over the smell. Whee! Well, oh god. How did they fall in after me when I fell in after they... You're lucky there's water down here. We have a jetpack, it's fine. Even if there wasn't water, we could have cushioned our fall before we impacted, probably. Don't touch these corals, they are dangerous. Thank you, Science Dog. That was very helpful. assume the last GMO is here. And it's gonna be some kind of aquatic creature. What are you waiting for? Shoot it now. But why? It's just there. I mean, it's dead now, I guess, but it was just kind of hanging out. But that did really advance our enemy count a bit by going through that area that had like 3 different types of crazy purple creatures. So that's good. Maybe we will get the full count of them before the end of the game. There's a frog. Can we make a deal with frogs? Try croaking. How about I don't try croaking, considering I'm assuming you say try croaking in terms of try dying, and that doesn't seem good. I mean, true. But I feel like in this case, I don't think we would have outsped those blocks with how long they were above me. You little shit. Let's put the valve back to open the door. You'll notice I tried to catch him first. I tried to be nice. He didn't want to be caught, though, and I guess he's not a GMO. Well, that didn't work. Look, he was just gonna knock the valve off of there again. We all know how that joke was gonna play out. And I was not gonna be fooled twice. I've already learned to trust not the frog. You know nothing about Krista. It's much more interesting than it may seem at first glance. Isn't it as amazing that an ice creature can sneeze? And if it sneezes especially hard, she can teleport to a random location. That seems less than ideal, especially for trying to keep something contained. Ow. That's not where you were supposed to go, and you know it. Belligerent blocks. Could have just went the way I told it to the first time, but no, it had to fight me on it. Ow. See, this is exactly why we trust not the frogs. Yes, I'm a robot. It's fine. I don't need to breathe. We already established that. Though you would think I'd rust or something, but I guess I'm advanced enough that I don't need to worry about such things. It was established at the beginning of the game that we're basically just an artificial intelligence piloting a suit around. Oh great, we can't go that way, and this whirlpool is definitely sketchy. And I can't dash while I'm underwater. Learned that right now. Oh, come on. All that just to touch the edge of that and die. This is why I don't trust the frogs. Because they led to my death. And now I just have plenty of reason to kill them on sight. All I know now is that I've been vindicated in my choice to shoot first and ask questions later. You can probably hear how much I'm mashing some of the time to stay ahead of the whirlpool to not die. Oh great, I'm gonna need to find another valve. Something is missing. Where is the valve? Well, you're the artificial intelligence that's watching over everything I'm doing. How about you tell me where the valve is? It's not like I know. Gotta go around because we can't double jump out of the water for reasons. Our propulsion just doesn't work with water, I guess. Ignoring the fact that we can basically indefinitely swim. Okay, fire was not resoundingly successful. I was curious to see how well my other weapons would work. The answer is stick to the tried and true laser and laser sword, rather than trying to burn or freeze my enemies that aren't the type that go together with those weapons. You know... we use this to open the door to get to the other one. After promptly murdering the frog who was going to cause nothing but trouble. I don't know why I jumped over that. I didn't really need to. Because our goal is down here. Oh, now we fall really slow, huh? Okay. Ah, we're draining the water. That's probably good. Done. Now we can go farther. But go farther where? Oh, to the right. Okay. Oh, right, because the door probably wouldn't open till the water was drained. Because it's a pressure system. You know what? That makes sense. Look at this place actually occasionally having safety features. I won't survive, but I have to tell the truth. We ourselves are to blame for what happened at the station. When we found black liquid, we got carried away with the experiments and forced it to defend itself. Everything that happened to us was atonement for our curiosity. I'm sorry. That's not a surprise. We're only missing one report now as well as far as the main story of the game goes. Which can be summed up as usual as, you shouldn't have touched the thingy and now it killed you. With the bonus addition of, it killed you and everyone you know. Yeah, pretty much. It's just a skill issue, really. Considering we're using all of their equipment to fight off all of the monsters and such, they easily could have survived on their own, on using all of their own tools. I don't really know how a crate I can grab like that floats, but you know what? Maybe it's some fancy low-density metal or something, I don't know. Less dense than water, but somehow still... But then again, this is a gravity gun, not a magnet. Even though it looks like a magnet. Yeah, I ain't falling for that. Ow. I am, however, falling into the spikes. That was greedy. I really should have been punished for that one, I think, but we got away with it, so we take that and run with it. Nope. Gotta go find a wheel, and it's probably guarded by a frog. Life's like a river. One gives up and drowns. Another swims against the tide and wins. Yes, they gave me a short course in philosophy. Yeah, you know, you had me going in the first half there. I was real worried about where your line of thought was going. But yeah, you made up for it. It was fine. Oh, that's to raise the water level further. I mean, I guess that was the only way we were gonna get up, so I guess that makes sense. This area is more complicated than I gave it credit for being. But we're like halfway through it now, so that's not bad. Which I will say, none of these areas have been, like, significantly harder than the rest, but they are getting more complicated as we go. And that's a good thing. I don't know why there's a sign there saying Hate 36. It's definitely not meant to say Gate 36, considering that's very clearly an H. Maybe it's Nate 36. There's 36 Nates down here somewhere. Why? Who knows? Today I was stung by a poisonous frog. I wonder what superpowers I will have. I hope I can breathe underwater. Well, they didn't live long. Oh, of course it turned around and instantly shot. It's kind of wild how the frog's eyes blink before they attack. And I don't mean in the way eyes normally blink. Well, that's upsetting. Oh, I guess I don't go that way anyway. Well, you know what? Fair enough. Timber! Hopefully this doesn't lead to death. Oh look, spikes everywhere. Oh look, the blocks I threw down here. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. That worked out, really. It saved my life. If those blocks weren't there, we could have just gone there in like half the time, but you know, details. You know, it's nice that we can just kind of casually bump into the wall there and it's good enough to break it open. Come on. Really? Just gonna have to be that way, huh? Come here. Try that again. Have I been swindled? Is there just a wheel here already? There sure is a wheel there already. I need this somewhere else. Oh good, I'm glad I brought it with me. I really thought they played a trick on me and screwed over anybody who thought ahead and grabbed the wheel. Like, haha, you didn't actually need the wheel. And if they took the strongest monsters with them, really all that means is they could have done a better job. There is ice everywhere. Don't slip. Oh yeah, it definitely has some hefty ice physics. This is, I guess, just snow that I'm breaking over here. Ah, I gotta hit twice to break it. Unless... Haha, ice zombie is frozen. Let's release it. How about we don't? I mean, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm curious what it... He's very stiff. Oh, he is tanky. There we go. For enemy data, I had to kill him. So... Ow. I saw that, but I couldn't react quick enough to stop that from happening. As expected, flamethrower resoundingly effective. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. She burst. Is it too late to say bless you? Yeah, a lot of horror games have a good chunk of junk items scattered around. Just most of them you can't actually interact with. In a game like that where a lot of them are just useless crap, I feel like it would just become annoying very quickly, just having things that do nothing scattered all over the place. Like one or two red herring items, sure, but having a lot of them, yeah, just be annoying. Away she goes. I wonder if it's possible to get into a position such that you can catch some of these early, because some of them, it seemed like you would be really close to catching them. Well, yeah, I gathered that that was the point, but speaking as a player, it would be very annoying. It's like, oh hey, there's just the random trash everywhere. What is it here for? Oh, to waste my time. Joy. Like, usually items like that end up being those things where in games where you could physics objects, you could physics them around, but you aren't actually able to put them in your inventory. That's how such things usually get handled in a way that people don't get infuriated by. But having your inventory flooded with things that literally do nothing, that's gonna piss off a lot of people. And, you know, if that's what you're going for, then more power to you. Just understand that's exactly the reaction you're gonna get. Yeah, I just need to bring this over. I was trying to think if there was a clever way I could avoid having to move this, and the answer to that was not really. I do appreciate how they combined the water and the ice areas into one, so you didn't have to go through two areas like this. Because the ice area and the water areas of most any games usually end up being the worst ones. So putting them together just means it gets out of the way and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, they're usually atmospherically and musically good, but mechanically aggravating. So this one's not been that bad so far. It's slightly inconvenient walking through the ice and burning through it and things like that, but it's no worse than the area with the spider cocoons and things all over the place. Well, yeah. The thing is, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. It just means that games with that exist. And they are usually adventure games, which the extra items are there to try to prevent you from figuring out the solution to the puzzles immediately, because the main thing with those puzzles is usually use items in inventory to accomplish the job. So if they give you junk items, it then makes the amount of puzzle solutions based on somebody brute forcing it higher. So in a case like that, it makes sense. But if you're doing it just to be a pain and people figure that out, that's really not gonna win you any prizes. I wouldn't be surprised if in some cases adventure game designers also just put in red herring items just to piss people off. I can certainly think of a few designers that would absolutely have done that. If this door is shut, do I need to turn the valve again in order to reopen this door? Yep, because it slides down there. That's what I thought happened. There, open that. Now we go back around. Open that again. Oh, but the animal's over here. I need to go this way first. Don't want to leave without the GMO. Since that's the whole reason we're here. Whee! I wonder what else they have prepared for us. completely invisible paths. It's tech. There's two ways to look at that. Is you're not wrong in saying that the action is the same, but the thing of it ends up being the more moving parts you add on top of that, the more frustrating from a player experience side of things that's going to become. Especially if, since it's a horror game, I assume something's trying to kill you, you can very easily end up with just constant fail states, and it just becomes tedious and annoying, and people are going to stop playing it before they finish it. On that basis, in a lot of cases. I'm not saying you can't get away with it, I just don't think that that's gonna come out to be good design. But again, if good design isn't your goal, then, you know, that's kind of moot point at that point anyway. There we go, we got all the GMOs. I left the ice there because I wanted to see if I could get up here. And I can, but it doesn't do anything. And something you have to remember is even if it comes down to something like that, eventually people are going to figure it out regardless of whether your dev team keeps all that information under wraps anyway. Like, information has a way of getting out. There's a reason why the turn of phrase, the only way to keep a secret is if 3 people know and 2 of them are dead. Ideally, the best kept secret is when all 3 of them are dead, but you know. Usually the one trying to keep the secret doesn't want to also be dead. Space physics is like the only good reason I can think of for having some junk items would be to force players into a position where they'll panic because they need to cycle through to get to what they actually need in a tense situation, which that lends to a positive. But just to piss people off, it really doesn't end up with a positive turn. Hey look, somebody who isn't dead. They're probably gonna be dead by the time I pull these wheels around. And I'm not saying to do it, but I'm also saying that that's the reality of the situation. You saved an engineer, thanks. You know, you've been yelling at me the whole time, but I could handle it myself. Well, why didn't you then? Annoying cat robot AI thing. Have you thought about installing heating into the collector? Maybe this will solve the problem with the ice zombies. Of course Mario's in the plumbing. Of course he is. I'm doing this the wrong way. Let me just hop up here the entire time. Yeah, I was afraid that wasn't gonna be fast enough. But I was impatient, and I paid for it. Thankfully, we're right here. Wait, no, no! I wanted to read the thing again, and now I can't. Well, that's just how it's gonna be now. What I should have done was go around like this, but I was trying to hurry it along. And a real dangerous game of inches here, and I'm not a fan. Because the last thing I needed was to die right there at the last one or something and have to do all of that again. You can stay in your icy prison, you little bastard. I don't know what you did to deserve being in that icy prison, but you can stay in it. Wait. I really expected there to be death waiting for me when I landed there. You know, I feel like the sword's actually more effective for getting through the ice, but it's fun to burn it. Hello and goodbye, ice zombie. You can stay there for all eternity. Come on. This is why I say that the flamethrower is not exactly efficient for breaking the ice, because you can end up with just a pixel in your way. He wasn't even facing me and he spat at me. Aha! Okay. There we go. Nope, you stay there. You live there. Oh, it's a okay, that seems weird. But no, if anybody's gonna know bad design decisions, it's me, because I deal with them all the time. And, you know, bad decisions in general as well, judging from how that went. I really thought I was gonna get crushed jumping up there. It would have been funny. And that's why I jumped across, because I knew that that was gonna happen. And you can just stay over there in your corner. Goodbye. Oh, this seems dangerous. That is also true. You are gonna end up with some leftovers. I don't know if I would say a lot of them, but there's a few. But it also depends on which Fallout you're referring to, because that number varies from game in that series to game in that series. As with many things of that nature. Yeah. I don't like this room. This room is kind of terrible. There's multiple things you have to time together here, and it's a lot more moving parts than I feel are entirely necessary. Yep, I needed the laser to be on the other side. Now I'm dead again. See, I can't think of too many 100% absolutely extraneous items in that game, but it's also been a bit since I played it. Because that's a thing that comes up when you start talking very deep information like, is every single item in a game used for something? I don't dig that deep, so I don't really have a frame of reference for that in the slightest. Because honestly, most games really aren't meant for you to dig that deep. You're meant to just play the game, do what you're gonna do with it, and then be done. So, saying it doesn't hold up to scrutiny of any serious kind also really is never going to be a viable thing, necessarily. I fucked up again. I waited too long. These lasers are synced up just enough that you have to just... It's kind of a perfection situation here, and I hate those. I think I did it at the wrong time again. This is the most tedious puzzle in the world. wish I knew it had gone back and forth before, but it's still an incredibly tedious puzzle. Like, one less moving part in that would have been incredibly easy, and I understand that as why they had it have as many moving parts as it did. Still not really what I would consider a fun puzzle. There must be a switch somewhere. Yep, there it is. Of course, it doesn't stop the other lasers, it only stops that one. Why don't all lasers have an off button? Because that would be helpful. And helpful things aren't allowed. Well, see, there's the... You explain yourself immediately there, though, in that it's because of budgetary constraints and time constraints that these things don't happen. That is inherently more excusable than the discussion we were just having of doing something like that just for giggles. Will you go there with GMOs? It will kill you and animals. Do what you want. I mean, I already am, and you're not gonna be able to stop me. Whoa! Well, I missed whatever that was, because I looked at the map. We got launched into the air. Oh! That seems less than ideal. That must be the thing she was saying would kill us. That's not great. Most secret place in the space station where it all began. It's time to unravel its mysteries. Here's the thing. Yes, the outcome can be the same, but the simple matter of intent comes into play on that one. Back liquid connection isn't stable. Thanks. Why are you trying to be helpful now? Oh, of course. Touching the back of that hand hurt me. Like, in the end, this discussion is completely moot one way or the other. Like, this discussion is completely pointless. But we're all going to view things how we view them, no matter good, bad, otherwise. Kill it before it turns into a butterfly. I don't think it ever was going to, but it was probably going to turn into something, so it needed to die either way. Alright. Back on the spookiest elevator we ever did have. Oh, this is weird. It's creepy. It sure is. And I can't kill it. It can hurt me, though. Okay, great. Hey, I need that. Oh. You know what? Maybe you can have that. Maybe that's yours now. I mean, I'm not saying it can't. Rocket. The rocket. So there's a rocket. Okay. Oh, hey, you're not dead. You'll have to look up more often. Well, this definitely has final area vibes all over it, doesn't it? With how much more dangerous everything is. I mean, yeah, it certainly could turn into a butterfly, but I feel like it's going to turn into something much worse. At the very least, it's going to be some kind of evil mutated butterfly. Maybe not inherently evil, but definitely mutated and definitely weird. And probably wanting to eat my face. Can't open those. There's supposed to be an elevator here. There isn't. You have been helped. You're welcome. This is definitely very concerning. The fact that this has spread this much makes me wonder, how long has this been going on for? And I know I brought this up before, but it's kind of wild that this is spread this far. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. We only are missing one enemy now. And it might even be the enemy data for the liquid itself. I order immediately block the complex, introduce quarantine at the station, and transmit a message to Soyuz 1. Well, the message didn't get out. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, well, guess I'm down here now. Ow. This gas is dangerous even for robots. Well, nobody likes poo gas, that just makes sense. I took the hit just so I wouldn't get eaten by the thing instead. That thing looks hungry. I don't intend to feed it, aside from feeding it plasma. Hopefully I find another save point soon. Because we are definitely riding the razor's edge here the entire time now. Yeah, I figured that was all just to turn the lasers off. Okay. Right on the ragged edge of destruction. I was really waiting for the lasers to turn back on. Just they were on a timer and the game didn't tell me, and then suddenly, dead. I might have, but that doesn't ring any bells off the top of my head. Now that one's got a helmet. That used to be a person. Oh, it went in there too. I don't really want to go in the mouth door, but I think I have to. Yeah, I have to go in the mouth door. Okay. Ow. That explains why I didn't hear anything about it particularly, because I don't pay attention to that stuff particularly. I see there's a button there I'm gonna have to get to. For all this place seems incredibly dangerous, it really isn't that bad. It just asks a lot of you. True. And it's good for that. I just think there's a lot of people out there that take that stuff entirely too seriously, and that's where I kind of draw the line as far as that stuff goes. You know, it's another thing that its fan base kind of hurts it, and that's where my disinterest kind of comes in from. It's definitely another one of those things you can very easily get overexposed to because everybody's all about it. I saw dozens of tentacles. I heard screams and scraping metal, and then it got real quiet. They won't let me go. I can still hear them. They know I'm here. They reach out to me in the dark. wriggling like snakes. They ask me to open the door, and then I will be safe. Then I will have nothing to fear. Well, that seems great. On the bright side, he definitely has nothing to fear anymore, because he's probably dead. Well, the door's here. What's the point of going up here? Oh, I can hurt these. Huh, I've just been avoiding them the entire time. Turns out that was my missing enemy. What do you know? I feel like this is a return trip spot. I say as I continue going this way anyway. Oh, this leads around back to here anyway. They both go to the same room, though. I'm confused. Like, is there an advantage to either of the doors? This is the one I get to easier, so I'm gonna go to the one that's worse to get to and see if I learn anything. Oh, but this one's a mouth door. You know, maybe I made a mistake. But, well, we're here. Ow. You know, I think I did in fact make a mistake going this way. But I needed to go this way. I'm not sure what there is to misunderstand. There are... Maybe it depends on what parts of the internet you're on at the time, but there was a period of time where I couldn't go to any part of the internet that I usually would go to without hearing about specifically a handful of specific SCPs that everybody was fucking gaga about. And I just got so tired of hearing about it. So I think it's just, it depends on the circles you're in at the time, whether you got overexposed to it or not. Because I definitely knew a handful of people in particular that were just really annoyingly into it. And I just got tired of hearing about it. And that happens with anything. You'll always have people that are just like so into it and so committed to it that they don't understand that telling people about it constantly can end up burning them out on it without them even having interacted with it. And that's not to say you shouldn't tell people about your special interests. By all means, tell them. Just understand that there are limits. And if you want them really to be interested in it, it's better in some cases to tell them about it and then let them experience it, rather than burying them in information about it. Yeah. The perfect backdrop for a serious conversation. You know, next we'll discuss tax law. Monsters have filled the upper levels, but we can leave the complex on rocket. It will take us to Soyuz 1 spacecraft. Meet at launch platform. So that's what she was going on about with the rocket. This is the way out. God damn it. Okay, means I need to go back this way. Oh yeah, I could have just climbed across this the entire time instead of launching myself across like a crazy person. There's probably gonna still be plenty of deaths before this part's over, I'm sure. Just because we are very fragile and have never gotten any tougher. And I'm getting kind of lazy with my movement, because I'm adapting so I'm just like, I can just go, it'll be okay. And I do that one too many times and end up dead. Or, you know, I have times like that where I once again get deflected by the ceiling, even though the ceiling is flat, and end up having a problem. Because I just suddenly stopped in midair there without telling my character to stop. Like, something about the ceiling is a momentum killer in this game, and I don't really know why. Because it isn't just here, it's been in the entire game that happens. And sure, sliding along the ceiling definitely should hurt your momentum, but not necessarily the way that it's been playing out. It's fine, because it's probably just a minor bug here that causes that, but it's very inconvenient when it happens. And it's easily solved by just remembering to dash across all gaps like that. I also need to remember that I can hit those. Fair, fair. And there's definitely a lot of stories of that type. And of this type specific. 6-1F doesn't the other, because they're both the same type of story based on your description there. And I'm not saying that any of them aren't good stories, because there are some good stories in there that I have encountered. I just don't have a long connection with any of it because of what we talked about already. Considering all the data about the black liquid, it's not possible to destroy it, but we can try to stop it by destroying the complex. In this case, it will forever remain under the rubble and will no longer be able to harm any person. But how do we do that? Maybe try to make it angry so that it destroys everything by itself? That right there's a terrible idea, because sealing it up isn't gonna solve anything. Because all sealing it up's gonna do is give it time to grow and become stronger. And all it's gonna do is infest the entire pile that's on top of it. Just look at what it's done to this area that we're in right now, for example. How it's completely infected everything in here. All it's gonna do is infest all that rubble and become worse. And yeah, I have to imagine something like that would not be particularly friendly, happy, or colorful. Especially given the title there. That is also true. There is evil goo in Ghostbusters 2. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of stories with evil death goo. It just varies to a degree whether it's death goo that can inhabit other things or if it just like consumes. In this case, it seems to mutate, and I don't know if it's controlling them or if they're just kind of running around doing their own thing. I threw that one away because I was already injured and there didn't seem to be a point in pushing through with less health. Like, there's definitely a lot of things I could compare this to if I could think of it on the spot, but too much of my focus is on trying to survive this at this point for me to really be able to pull reference data particularly well. Like hell, even within genre though, you can compare this black goo to Phazon to a certain degree from Metroid Prime series, if you think about it. Because it's a mutagenic system that converts things to suit its purpose. which presumably its purpose is to continue spreading itself. What do you have to say this time? The rocket is behind the door. You have to be quick enough. Be careful and good luck. A real change of heart from trying to throw me out of here to good luck and we're counting on you. I feel like it's gonna stop me from getting on this rocket, though. Yep. I gotta fight it now. Oh my god, this thing is horrifying. Oh yeah. Get your grabby hands out of here. Slight flashing light warning because the whole boss is flashing and there's a lot of boss. Oh no. No, no, no. I would like to actually get through this today, a Snork. I'm not touching it just for sake of touching it. We know what's gonna happen when I touch it. It's going to be I take damage and this is gonna become inconvenient. It is interesting that I can hurt the arms too. Ow. God damn it. Contact damage. Go up. Don't look back. Ah, go up here. Got it. I guess I'm mostly trying to keep it at bay so I can get away. Ah. I had no idea where to go there. So this is gonna take a few tries just because I have to find the pathing. Like, obviously where that monster was part of where I needed to go. I just couldn't tell exactly how to get there at a glance. So this is gonna be newbie trap heaven, I think, a bit here. Which, on the bright side, this phase really isn't that bad to fight. But I don't think it's meant to be super dangerous at this part of the game. Well, I'm reasonably confident that this stuff is intelligent. So it's trying to block the path, but it's not really doing a great job of it. Like, it has sentience, but it's not unstoppably intelligent. Oh, I see the goo down there is rising. Oh, I see I was supposed to drop down further. Wow, the time on that is a bit strict. And to a certain degree, it's more of a suspense to the story rather than making sense. You gotta suspend your disbelief a bit to get through something like that. Just like how most horror movie monsters have some weird glaring weakness that as soon as the heroes understand it, they can deal with the monster just fine. But it makes no fucking sense. Because after all, if there was no way out of here, then there'd be no game anymore. We would just lose. And you know, that is a story they could tell. And sometimes the hero has to lose. I mean, yeah, that's always a problem as well, is when things just don't make any sense because you're not allowed to do something that would make more sense to do. You know, no point in fighting that. Going over it. I see why she said we had to be quick, though, because, my god. I don't know how close it is, and I don't really want to know. I'll read that in a second when I'm not running for my life. There we go. One of them definitely had you losing a lot, but the thing is, even then, in the end, you end up winning. You just have a lot of losses along the way. Well, your prospects of success weren't great. About 1 in 14 million or so. I hope you won't ruin anything. Let's go. Finally, you saved them all. You can't leave the station. You should go to Soyuz 1. Tell them what happened here. Farewell, and thank you. Bye, Cat Lady AI. You know, we could just take one of your orbs up with us. No? Okay, bye. So I guess we beat the game. Yep, there's credits, so there we go. Beat it in one sitting. I really expected this to be longer, like I was saying before. This was good, though. It was nice, simple, and, you know. Honestly, I don't remember that, but that might be one I don't remember the ending for either, because how am I going to remember the ending to every Final Fantasy when there's 16 of them? Yeah. But no, there are definitely multiple games that end with you losing as well. Most of them are not very hard-hitting because it's usually, oh, we lost. Oh, the planet blew up. It's minimal attachment to world to begin with, so world blowing up didn't really matter. But yeah, you are right that they are less common than the stories where the hero wins in the end and everybody's happy. The stories where the hero... because that's more palatable to most people. So, that's what sells. Well, there's multiple endings to BioShock, though. I seem to recall that you have one ending where bad things happen, and then one of the endings good things happen. So, it's a variable one on that one. For how short it was, I don't know if I entirely recommend it for the, like, $13 or so I paid for it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time playing it. I don't think I'd go back and try to fish out every little nook and cranny, but I don't think I even missed anything really aside from like one note. So I think my only complaint is that there isn't more of the game. Which is not a complaint I have that often. Usually, games outstay their welcome rather than being too short. But by the same token, I don't really know how you would make this game longer without it not working. Like, I feel like they hit the right marker there. Oh, absolutely, it's a good game, yeah. Not even a question mark on that one. 100% would put rubber stamp saying good game on this. Are there a couple shaky bits? Is like getting stuck on the ceiling and things like that? Yes, but there is no such thing as a perfect game. We've had that discussion on numerous occasions, and we aren't going to retread that ground. That's just fact. There is no such thing as a perfect game. A game may be perfect for the person playing it, but that doesn't mean that the game itself is perfect. Do I think it would be a good entry to the genre for people? I don't think it would be particularly good as somebody's first Metroidvania, because there's not really any Metroidvania to it. Fear and Hunger's brutal. Fear and Hunger will destroy you from what I've heard of it. Then again, this game says it's Metroidvania inspired, so it's not really billed as a Metroidvania. It has that tag on it, but I think that tag is loosely on there. I'm just trying to pick out a place for us to go since we're done. Yeah, no, all of the music has been good. I can't think of a single track in this game that I did not enjoy. Some of them weren't memorable because they were simple, but that's not a bad thing. Not every music track has to blow you away and stick in your brain forever. Because if every track did, then none would. Yeah, I would say it's worth wishlisting. I mean, you've seen basically the entire game, but I can't really say that there was a massive story to worry about spoiling for this to begin with. So it'd just be a matter of, if you think the gameplay looked fun enough to play through it in your own hands, then by all means. Otherwise, I wouldn't worry too much over that. Because it doesn't seem like there's really any serious secrets to be had. Though I will say, I missed one achievement. There is one hidden achievement I do not have in this game out of 9. Playing through it once, I got 8 out of 9. And apparently I did get all the notes about the black liquid. So I didn't actually miss the note. I don't know what I missed. Is it possible to go back to the save right before the fight and see if I'm actively missing something? I'm actually curious now. Like, I'm not gonna go hunt it down, but I'm just curious. What was I missing? No, I'm not missing anything. So I don't know what the achievement is. There must be some kind of side thing you can do that I don't know about. Yeah, 3.5 hours. That's why I was saying it's a very short game. Because remember, the other 5 hours was the Dead Island DLC we were doing with Squid and Cow King. That's why I'm saying it's very short for the price. That said, short in quality isn't a bad thing, because that just means people will replay it. Even if there's not much to see, people will challenge themselves to, like, do sword only or something like that, if people like it enough. I will say that's probably part of why this didn't get picked up as hard as I thought it would, is the fact that it's a very simple, very short game. Let me double check the price point I was talking about. Yeah, $12.78 on the 10% sale it's on right now. That is, of course, in USD, not in whatever currency whoever is looking at it's going to be looking at it in, potentially. That's just baseline information there. So yeah, even if you take all of the deaths and add them on there, I don't think we'd even reach the 4-hour mark that we saw in How Long to Beat when I checked earlier. Since there was also a bunch of messing around I did. If you tried to do that, I think people would just laugh at you in a game like this because of... Oh, look how easily I cleared through this. Even if you put a level system on this, what would it do? Without completely changing mechanically how the game works, you wouldn't be able to add leveling and have it be meaningful, unless you have it make you do more damage, in which case the game becomes even more of a cakewalk the more you level. then people will just go around them like I already was doing. Most of the enemies you can just go around. You don't even have to fight them. Unless you sit there and make their model bigger with every level you're under or something as well. Do something stupid like that. This way you just can't go around them. At which point, congratulations, you've killed your video game because no one's going to play it at that point. You have now made it awful. Congratulations, you've created it modern gaming. I'm just having decision paralysis looking at my raid list. I both wish I didn't make that joke, but also have to acknowledge that that joke is true. Just because that's just the nature of where we're at this point. And it's unfortunate, but there are a lot of games that are exactly like that. I'm gonna turn the audio off for a moment while I check to see how much longer some of these people are going to see where we're gonna go. Oh, yeah, okay. They're gonna end before too long. I rated them last, so we're not going there. I was curious about this game. How far into it are you today? No, they're actually freshly started today. Sure, let's see if that works out. It might. We'll go see Bexter's, who's doing Crow County, which is a very PS1 inspired top-down survival horror game from all I've heard about for it, so... And people have been raving about it. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. If I'm understanding what that says correctly. Okay, yeah, of course. Because that would be the main way to prove something like that in a way that would be believable. But yeah, I have not interacted with Bexter's that much. I found her, I think, through Tumblr back when I was on there briefly before Blue Sky happened, and I gave up on Tumblr because I can't be in too many places at once or my brain melts. I want to say this was one of the Tumblr ones I found. Got good vibes from seeing what she does, though, and seemed pretty fun. Just quickly double check that I'm not saying anything completely wrong or stupid here. And then we'll get that timer started. Yeah, I think I originally found them on Tumblr and then Twitter from there. Tumblr's just another social media site. It just gets a reputation for weird things because a lot of what you end up hearing about from Tumblr is the weird shit. But it's nothing particularly notable, especially these days. It exists, and it was a great Twitter alternative when Twitter was particularly catching on fire. Now it just kind of exists on the side. I have an account, and I don't use it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have anything else majorly to add other than thank you all for taking the time to be here, especially with how long today went. And we will be back for a Biotic Factor with Moth tomorrow, as long as nothing goes wrong. on there. Thursday, we should be doing something new with the Terraria crew. Space Engineers was brought up, so that might be what we end up doing. We'll see how that plays out. And Friday should be enshrouded with Xeno, as per usual. I was originally going to finish Genopanic after either Friday's session or do it Saturday, but now Genopanic's done, so I don't really know what I'm going to do there, but I'll figure something out. Might continue Foundry with Walla next Saturday. We'll see how she feels about it. But be good to Baxters, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.